Currently, a crucial update in the Turkman Gate demolition drive that has triggered tension in central Delhi. The land on which the mosque stands, just under 0.02 acres, is legitimate. But what has come under the bulldozer are illegal encroachments around it. Authorities say that over 4,000 square yards of Ramlila Maidan land had been taken over. The Ramlila ground near the mosque, comprising about 4,047.55 square yards, was illegally encroached upon. A banquet hall, library and diagnostic center had been constructed on this land, and these illegal encroachments have now been demolished. All of this, according to officials, was unauthorized and has now been demolished. We have a reaction coming in from a senior police official. Listen in.
मंदिर का ये मस्जिद का जो पूरा कॉम्प्लेक्स था, इसमें एक डायग्नोस्टिक सेंटर था जो कि 2 मंजिल बना हुआ था। साथ में पीछे ये बारात घर था जिसको हमने तोड़ा है, और पूरी सराउंडिंग में भी इस तरह की ऊंची ऊंची दीवारें, 2 मंजिल की दीवारें थी। ये हमने रात भर ऑपरेशन चलाकर लगभग 12-1 बजे के आसपास हमारा ऑपरेशन शुरू हुआ था। उसके बाद हमने अब तक का ये स्ट्रक्चर पूरा क्लियर कर दिया है। ये मलबा जो रह गया है, इसको क्लियर करने में हमें थोड़ा समय लगेगा, और जैसे ही मलबा क्लियर हो जाएगा, जो बचे हुए स्ट्रक्चर है हम इसको नीचे गिरा देंगे।
अच्छा, एक चीज़ और बताइए, मस्जिद की कितनी ज़मीन थी जो कि वैध पाई गई है, जिस पर बनी हुई मस्जिद है? बाकी और कितनी ज़मीन थी?
जी, जैसा कि कोर्ट में जो भी सबूत पेश किए गए, मंदिर की ज़मीन 0.195 एकड़ थी, जिसे जी 0.195, उसको छोड़कर बाकी स्ट्रक्चर सारा अवैध था। बहुत मंदिर का मस्जिद कमेटी को काफ़ी मौके भी दिए गए कोई और पेपर प्रूफ करने के, लेकिन मस्जिद कमेटी के पास कोई ऐसा पेपर नहीं था। इसके अलावा जितना भी स्ट्रक्चर था वो अवैध था। कोर्ट के द्वारा आदेश था कि उसको तोड़ा जाए, उस पर हमने कार्रवाई की।
All right, you've heard from the MCD official who has stated that the land on which the mosque stands is legitimate, but what has come around under the bulldozer are illegal encroachments around it. Tejshri Purandare and Akhil Jamil tracking all the latest developments for us. Tejshri, were any legal notices served regarding the banquet hall, the diagnostic center and other structures that were demolished? And tell us, who was running these structures?
Well, absolutely. Let me tell you that it was a long legal battle for the MCD, who have been stating since long that that particular land which was illegally encroached belonged to the MCD, for which in fact it should be vacated as soon as possible, to which they also in fact approached the local court, the Delhi High Court in fact, and Delhi High Court stated that yes, this particular land belongs to MCD, and perhaps that is why the encroachment drive, anti-encroachment drive began. As of now, we'll just keep on continuing. We'll keep on giving you the visuals as well, so as to give a sense about what is happening over here. Let me also tell you that Delhi High Court, it was on Tuesday, but that issued a notice on a petition which was filed by the managing committee of Masjid Said Ilahi, which challenged the MCD decision to remove the encroachment from the land that was adjoining mosque and the graveyard of the Ramlila Maidan. And then we saw that how this entire drive had a strong resistance from the locals and the residents as well, who gathered at the site and protested against the demolition as well. So police in fact had adequate force was deployed in that area to control this entire situation. What we are also in fact getting to know that as of now, the latest update in this case is that this illegal encroachment was on 4047.55 square yards of land near the mosque, which is adjacent to Ramlila Maidan. And in fact, when the encroachment drive began at around 1:23 a.m. at that point of time, the mob from this very lane from where we are reporting right now, they came in large numbers, and what we are getting to know right now is they were approximately 25 to 30 individuals initially who gathered in this lane from where we are reporting right now, and then they started running from this very area where the police is has placed and installed the barricades, and then they were about to they in fact ran from this area and came towards this area where the demolition drive had begun. And in fact, we are reporting from this particular area, this entire lane, where there was a mob of more than 30 to 35 individuals initially, and then you can see that this entire area has also been not just barricaded, not just sanitized, but the police, the CRPF personnel, the RAF, Rapid Action Force have been deployed over here. Here in fact, just some time back, you can see again, just keep on showing the visuals over here as well. The RAF has been strictly telling them not to enter to this lane, but the people over there, to the other side have been very adamant. They have been stating that they have to come from this particular lane only, and that's why the police is deployed over here, keeping in mind the sensitivity of the situation as well. We also have been asked to move away from this area, but we will keep on showing you the visuals so as to give a sense that what must have transpired over here in the midnight when this entire tensions escalated. You can see, as we were showing earlier as well, the manner in which the vehicles have been falling on the vehicles are fallen on the ground. It shows the sensitivity and the gravity of the situation as well. But as of now, the situation remains to be under control, keeping in mind the police force being deployed in all the areas. Now we'll have to see that what happens when the FIR is filed and who are all those accused involved in this case. Back to you.
Of course, and we'll track all those final developments with you. Akhil's also with us at this point. Akhil, ahead of this demolition drive, we're given to understand that police and civic authorities had held multiple coordination meetings with members of the Aman Committee and local stakeholders. But despite these precautions, we've witnessed disturbance. Tell us, was there any sort of resistance from those operating these facilities before the demolition drive? And what are the latest developments you can disclose?
Well, Prabhasha, if you see what we have been seeing, that it was a very long battle in which the Aman committee, which is the managing committee in this case, have been basically in constant touch with the MCD, which is the authority over here for the demolition part. And in which what we have seen that it was a legal battle which has been going on in the court for a very long time. And there were two different structures. To make it clear for our audience, if you see behind me is the Razed Mosque. And there are two structures. First one was the clinic, which was built on approximately 2,650 square feet area. And second structure was the Barat Ghar, the reception venue, which was functional for a very long time. And that area was approximately over 36,000 square feet area, which was towards the site of Ramlila Maidan. Here you can see this is the Ramlila Maidan, where I'm just right now moving. And this was built and meant for the Barat Ghar purpose, and this was pretty functional for a very long time. So the MCD has been constantly requesting and demanding from the managing committee to remove this structure for a very long time. But what we have been seeing that in that very regard, a JSR report, joint survey report by the DDA, the Delhi Development Authority, apart from that the MCD, Municipal Corporation of Delhi, and the district body has already been submitted by that JSR report, in which what we have seen that those two illegal structure, one, the clinic, which was basically being used in the area of 2,650 square feet area, and second, that Barat Ghar, which was being used for more than 50 years for an area of over 36,000 square feet. So both the structures were requested to be demolished by the MCD. But the management committee of this mosque basically has denied. They have fought a long battle, and they did not have the possession of those lands, because here you can see the visual on our screen on NDTV, that these are the visuals. So this was the Barat Ghar, which was basically functional for a very long time. So right now what has happened, that in a late night operation, the MCD, in presence of the Delhi police team, has completely dismantled the structure which was illegally built on the government land. So the enclosed portion has completely been removed. And you see the brazen attitude of those who are the unruly elements who basically try to disrupt the peace over here, in which what we have seen that 5 police officials have basically got injured, in which Chandni Mahal SHO has got badly injured. Right now, their statement have not been recorded by the senior authorities. So it's very likely that in the next few hours, we can expect that their statements are also going to be recorded. And after that, an FIR is going to be formally lodged by the police in connection with the case. This has been confirmed by the DCP over here. So right now, we will have to wait for the official action, for the FIR to be registered in connection with the case. But the second part, which is very crucial, is regarding the identification of those individuals who have basically pelted stones on the Delhi police personnel deployed at the various spot, in which what we have seen that Delhi police has to basically use tear gas to stop them from a stone pelting. So right now, all the CCTV cameras, which is approximately, there are 20 to 25 CCTV cameras, DVR have already been collected by the Delhi police team. So they are being scanned, and the process of identification of those individuals' faces is still going on. So once they will be identified, their name is going to be put to be part of that FIR to take further action, the legal action through this matter.
Right. As Akhil is reporting, the land on which the mosque stands is legitimate, but what has come under the bulldozer are illegal encroachments around it. Akhil, you mentioned that we are still waiting for police reports to be filed. So is it fair to say that there are 0 police reports that have been filed as we speak?
See, the complaint has already been filed, but there's a legal document which is known as the first information document, which is known as the FIR, that has to be filed. That has not been filed. A few months back, I have spoken to the DCP as well. He has said that they're in the process of filing that FIR right now, because several policemen have got injured, and their statement has to be recorded in that regard, that who those individuals were, because at that point in time when that incident took place, they have covered their face with mufflers and caps. So right now they need to be identified. Those anti-social elements who are basically trying to obstruct the government work which was going on by the Delhi Development Authority, by the MCD, Municipal Corporation of Delhi, and in order to control the law and order situation over here, because Delhi police team has anticipated this, that there was a intelligence input for the Delhi police team that it might happen. That is why what we have seen, that in a very late night operation by the MCD, what we have seen, a large number of police personnel were deployed. Here you can see, I would like to move a little bit forward and rush towards the RAF. Here you can see the rapid action force team is right now just dispersing, and they are going back to their base stations.
Right.
Here you can see these are the police personnel who were deployed late at night at around midnight at around 12, and right now they are going back to their base station because the operation has been completed, and the illegally enclosed area, one that where the clinic was functional, and second one where the Barat Ghar was functional, have completely been demolished by the MCD in presence of Delhi police to control the law and order situation. And right now, if you see on ground zero, what we have been seeing, that the situation over here is completely under control.
As always, Akhil, thank you so much for taking us through the ground reality. The situation is currently under control, as Akhil Jamil and Tejshri Purandare have been reporting. We'll revert to you for the latest as far as the national capital is concerned.